Hello everybody and welcome back to our podcast Mum and Son. Why Mum didn't say it is because we'll tell you now. Why Mum didn't say it is because Mum isn't here. It's Dad. So he has only been here once in the finance video where we talk about money as a guest. Please check that video out after this. It will be in the link in the description below. Furthermore, back to the episode. Today we are going to talk about Mum, since Mother's Day is coming up on the 11th of the 5th, 2025, which is this Sunday. So, we are going to talk about my mum as a Mother's Day gift for her, a special edition.
Yep, so we're gonna talk. Hi everybody, Manish here, Manav's dad, Monika's husband, Mok's dad. So today we're gonna talk about Manav and Mok's mom. That's the reason she's not here. So Manav, since mom's not here, we can talk about her. Good stuff, bad stuff, everything, right? We love our mom.
Maybe not the bad stuff.
So, what do you know about Mother's Day? Where did it come from? Do you know something?
Well, I feel like it comes from America.
Okay.
Lots of celebrations or stuff come from America.
Okay, that's absolutely right. So when I was just looking few years back, what I remember is that Mother's Day in Western world is coming from US. I think it's in 1900 something. I'm from Nepal. I was born in Nepal. So we have our Mother's Day in different date. For us, it's honoring our mom, getting a blessing as well. So it's likewise similar theme, but it's gonna fall on different dates. So I've got a few questions to you, Manav, about mom. What do you think you are proud of your mom?
Well, I'm proud of everything she does actually. But what I'm really proud of is how she helps me and supports me. When we have like Mother's Day things, like today there was like open classrooms, Mother's Day liturgy, Mother's Day raffle, Mother's Day morning tea. She came and she was there so she could support me. That's what I really love about her.
You feel like when you have your mom around in special occasions related to school
and you
and me, thank you. So you feel more supportive in that nature. Okay, that's good. So apart from that, what else do you like about that you are proud of your mom?
I think I'm just proud of how brave she is.
Okay, that's good.
For taking care of me and Moksh at the same time, even when you're working and even when she's cooking.
Yeah. So she's a multi-talented person.
Yes.
And she does so many jobs at the same time.
Yep.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Also, I believe as mom, and it might go to other moms out there as well, they are a pillar. So I read in a book that if head is a father, neck is a mom of a family. So that if neck doesn't move, head doesn't move. So
without the mom,
the body doesn't move. So it goes saying that mom of a family is very important in any family to be successful. Okay.
For me, it's like the opposite.
Okay.
Without the dad or like the mom meeting each other, you wouldn't be there.
Yes, true.
You wouldn't have your dad. If
Or mom.
If your mom didn't meet your dad and your mom met somebody else,
then it will be different scenario. I think that is your age. We'll talk about that when you are in that age. But when we talk about mom and dad, I think both of them are important. Today we're going to talk about mom. So when you see mom working in and out, you have seen a lot as a parent as well. What do you think is the hardest job for a mom?
I'd say first, I have two answers. First is pregnancy, because I've overheard a bit and gained a bit of knowledge from you guys telling me that the baby is from the mom's belly.
Yeah.
So, and also that the baby kicks the mom.
Yeah.
For some time.
Yes.
Sometimes, and it's really hard to move around.
Yes.
Because the belly grows bigger as the child grows bigger
Yes, true.
until it's ready to come out. And that's also hard trying to manage the clothes, manage sitting, manage sitting in tight spaces, tight spaces. It's really hard.
Yeah, not true. And second one?
Second one, also to add on to my first one, it might be very painful to get the baby out of the tummy because, like, how are you going to do that?
Yeah, so maybe you'll understand when you are at that age, but you are absolutely right. That is one of the hardest part, but it is worth, I believe, of having kids and babies for everyone.
Yeah.
And what do you think is the second hardest part from your point of view, looking into your mom? What do you think can be the another hardest thing?
Taking care of her kids or her child. Because maybe actually taking care of her kids. Because taking care of a child is a bit easy. Because, I mean, it is a bit hard when you take care of them. But you don't need to pay attention to a lot of things. Like, if you have one child, it's pretty easy. You don't need to pay attention to a lot of things. Especially when they're older. They're more independent, so you can do your own things without them needing to rely on you. But then, when you have a second child or more, it gets really hard because you want to pay attention to your other kids, but your youngest kid, if they're still a baby, you have to pay a lot of attention to them because you need to help them grow, especially before, like, 3 or something.
Okay. So what you're telling from your experience is that when they have 2 kids or more kids and the younger one is always, you got to look after the bigger one and you got to give time, you got to support them and all the sports, going to school, but you also think about the smallest one, right?
But it's also easy for, like, everyone else to take, like, mum do one bit, dad does another bit, one kid does another bit, and the entire family. It's going to be a bit easier to take care of the baby, but a bit crowded, and the baby might not like it if the baby has a lot of siblings.
So that's another point of view to think. But what you are saying is, if I summarize that, is that for your mom, you think one of the hardest tasks is to look after 2 kids. Because the youngest one, we don't have to look you much because you're a little bit bigger, easy to deal.
Yeah,
now,
that's basically it.
That's good. So now, if I think about a few more things, right? You're 9 years old now?
Yep.
Okay. You're in year 4?
Yep.
Okay. So what do you think, what makes mom happy?
What makes mom happy? Achievements. I think achievements. Because today, I just got my pen license, and for those who don't know what a pen license is, or for those who don't have a pen license, like in my school, it might be the same in the other schools, but in my school, from my perspective in my school, a pen license is where once you have neat handwriting, once you have good handwriting suitable for a pen, your teachers will pick you to get your pen license, and there you can use pens for the rest of your year, your life, or something like that.
So when you get an achievement, that makes mom happy.
Yeah, because I got my pen license today.
Yes.
And she was so happy because she picked me up today, and she was so happy. She was like she was so happy.
She sometimes gets emotional and cry when you achieved something, right? Yeah.
Really big,
Yeah, that's good. So that's what you have noticed. Like your success, whenever you are successful in any task, your mom's very, very happy. And I think that's a universal to most of the parents, I will say. Now, coming back to another universal thing, what do you think makes your mom more angry or upset?
Or stress. Angry or upset, I'd say if I don't listen to her, or if she has to say stuff to us 3 times, because that's like a little rule in our house. If the parents say something, like if daddy and mommy says something to me and Moksh more than 3 times or more, they get mad.
Yeah, that's a strike, basically.
It's basically like a strike. 3 strikes, and that's it.
Yeah, consequences.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So then that and that, not listening to her, wasting food.
That's another one, wasting food. Like, say, we should not be wasting food. Yeah, that is something.
Yep.
Only 2 things.
I'm trying to think.
Okay, you can think. I think those 2 are the main things that that makes your
'Cause if I
mom be
list
sad or upset.
Everything, including the past, it would be like, I don't know, 3 hours long.
No, not much. I know that's
About
not
an hour.
Yeah, not many things that will make, as much as there are many things that makes her happy, there are only few things that make sad, and I think 2 of them are very important one that you have pointed out. So now,
what makes her stressed?
that those 2 things basically, like not listening and not eating food.
I have different answers for
Yeah?
stress.
Tell me.
Being late for work. Her work depends on being
Oh no, that's
on
fine.
time.
That's her job thing. We don't want to worry. What we want to understand is, if Monica is listening to this, hopefully, we want to let her know that we know what are the things that are making her sad, and this podcast is one of the medium for her to listen what you have to say. So we know this is this is our Mother's Day special. With this Mother's Day special podcast, for all our listeners, reach out to your mom whenever you can. Parents, mom, dad, whoever it is just a way of thanking them for their love and support, and it goes a long way where we are. It's just because of our parents, their blessings, their support, their love. Also, with this Mother's Day special, Mox is very small one, so we don't have much more to ask him. But what is your message to your mom on this Mother's Day special?
Well, at school, we had this paper where we wrote an acrostic poem about mum, and then if you flip it over, it's all about my mum. And, well, on one of the last things, well, for me, I did that last. So for me, it was the last thing. It said something like, why do you love your mom? Or why are you proud of your mom? Or something like
same
that.
thing. Okay, yeah.
And I forgot, but it was something similar but different.
Different, yep.
And my answer was, without you, I wouldn't be here.
That's...
I think, no, wait. The question was, I love my mum because.
Okay.
So the question and my answer altogether would be, I love my mum because without you or without her, I wouldn't be here.
Okay.
Because that's true. Without her, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, okay. So that's perfect answer actually. But I want to understand, that is why you love her, but what is the message you want to give it to her on a Mother's Day? Is there any special message, or do you want to say something to your mom?
That was basically my message.
Just thank you, because of you, I'm here.
Yeah.
Okay, absolutely.
Something along the lines of that.
Okay, cool. So this is just a Mother's Day special for us between me and Manav. So no Monica today.
No.
You want to add something?
You can tell your mom to listen to this. You can bring your whole family in, listen to this at Mother's Day. Just letting you know, if you forgot, it's this Sunday, 11th of the 5th, 2025.
In Australia.
Yep.
So,
maybe for Mother's Day, maybe while you're having breakfast.
Oh yeah. So this Mother's Day we are doing something special,
which we haven't actually done before.
Yes. So what we've decided, Manav and me, is that we normally do breakfast in the bed, gifts and everything.
Yeah.
That is, gifts are, everything is there packed and everything. But we want to celebrate this and make it official as a every year kind of a thing for our family. I'm sure Manav will grow up, Mox will be growing up. They will be in the different parts of the country, different parts of the world. But we want to have this family tradition of in Mother's Day, meeting and having lunch or dinner that particular day. So that's our new tradition we are going to start this Mother's Day with our breakfast.
Fiddlers.
This time
it's
we're
like a really big restaurant. It's like pretty famous.
Yeah. So with this tradition that we wanted to have with our family, I'm sure you guys will be having something with your family as well. With this, I'd like to Manav, do you want to do closing of this podcast as you do with your mom?
Yep. And also before I end, what I was saying before the fiddler thing, if you want, when you're having breakfast, if you're having breakfast at your house or whatever you're doing at your house, maybe when you're eating your meals like breakfast, lunch or dinner, sit down, eat your meal and listen to this podcast on Mother's Day. It's like, or maybe
and give your mom a lovely present.
Or maybe after your Mother's Day breakfast, when you're giving the gifts and when she's opening the gifts, you could put this music in the background and say, put this episode in the background and say, this is my first gift for you. And then while it's going, you give the gift.
Yeah. With that, thank you for tuning in. Some more podcasts coming up soon as well. Thank you for liking and sharing our podcast videos.
And thank you for coming to the end.
Yes. With that, bye.
Bye.